TikTok. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. How's it going, everybody? Hey, Doug Master. I haven't had a chance to look at Bud. Hey, MB Heritage. I don't know if you noticed you're a mod. You're a mod. If they're back. I know I'm behind. TikTok, no, TikTok. Oh, you know what? Am I hardwired? Oh, shoot. Shoot, I'm not hardwired. Hold on. Dang it. Can I fix it? Hi, Tina Bug. Hey, Jaden. Hey, Mike. What's up, Narrowway? I'm afraid if I disconnect this and hook it back in, if I turn okay, so here's the deal, guys. I am going to try to turn off this Wi-Fi. I am hardwired, so I'm hoping it leaves me in and it just makes me spin for a minute. So hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on. Crud. Did that work? Did I skip? How am I doing? Still here? Hey, Miss Joy. Hey, Dunlap. Hey, Miss Tina. Hey, Kentucky Big Cats. How are you? Oh, my goodness. Did it work? Am I still here? Am I still here? Good. I still can't get this lighting right. I just look like, to me, what I'm looking at right now is totally like my face is this big white flat, and I'm not this light colored. It's nuts. I don't understand. Hey, Tubby, how are you? Thank you for coming in. So this is a new, hi, Mrs. Skin and Scales. How are you? Hey, Old Redding. Wet and cold. Yeah. It's that way here too. We don't have very much snow. We just got like just a little bit. But it's just cold. Hi, Scott. I know. Does it look, to me, I just look like I have a flat white face. And I don't know what to do with that. Miss Amanda, you're up early. Seeing if I turn this off, does that make it better? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it off. See what happens. So I usually wait about 10 minutes. This particular live stream is a little more niche oriented for my channel. I'm not liking the makeup thing. And so I'll wait a few minutes, see if we get some new people in. And if not, it's okay. Hey, Jacob, how are you? What we doing? We're talking about how you can be self-sufficient and what things are considered self-sufficient and what that means, Jaden. A little bit of it to understand what that is and try to talk you into starting that, no matter how old you are. It's never a bad thing to know everything. I think I'm delayed. 7:03. Oh, okay. Kaylee says, hi, Amanda. Okay. So I won't be mad if you don't stay. I won't be upset. If it's not something you're interested in, it's fine. We'll all still talk. I'm going to give like, I don't know, my 2 cents, I guess. Oh, I can't even take it. Sorry. Bugging me. That's not even better. Don't like it. Hi, Kaylee. How are you, baby? Are you so excited that you guys got your numbers and got monetized and everything? Everybody say congratulations to M&K. Got their 1,000, got monetized. They are on their way. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Hey, Rick. What's up, bud? The married man, Rick Bork. Married man. Francine. Who's Francine? Hi, Two Family Homestead. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Hello, chat. I'm on my phone. Computer is updating. Hey, John. Yep, gonna put my 2 cents out there. Figured I usually wait like 10 minutes and make sure everybody. Hi, Kimmy's or Kimmy. Just say Kimmy. You're welcome, Miss Kaylee. God, that would. Yeah, Scott. You know, everybody that's in here, most of you know, I've just been trying out some different times and different things, and let's see what works, doesn't work. So we'll see how this goes. See what happens. I even studied. Make sure I knew what I was doing. Have to find. Oops. Oh, I didn't put that in there. Hold on. Yep. So I think most everybody, yeah, I'm a little behind. I think you guys on, I think the StreamYard giant spider. Oh, Francine. I didn't know its name was Francine. See, to me, that's George. So there's something I don't know. Hi, Gulf Coast, ACR Scrapper. By the way, does anyone remember who it was that wanted me to look at their channel last on Monday? Because I haven't gone back through the comments, but I could not for the life of me remember who that was. Either wanted me to look at thumbnails or their banner or something like that. Hey, Greg. Good. Smiles are good. Happiness is good. She is gone. Fly spray. Oh, poor Miss Amanda and giant Australian spiders. Oh, see, I can just see her. I can see her throwing things at this fire in my head. Hey, Ro, thank you for the super chat, bud. That was cool. That was nice of you. Before I even got here. Is it John? What's it up to now? Hunting and Stuff with J&J is in upstate New York, and they have got some serious snow going in there. Had 2 spiders. Oh, that's right. Okay, so George and Francine. Hi, Phil Guide. How are you? That's too funny. Okay. Thank you, Ro. So we'll hang out and chat a little bit for like 2 more minutes, and then I will get into a little bit of what I would like to get into the world. How about that? That work? Showed him Kaylee's picture. Oh, yeah. Mike and Kaylee, seriously, is Booster not the most amazing dog? Just amazing. Hi, Miss Cecilia. Hey, Jacob Simpson. Oh, is it warm down there? Really? Hi, Miss Christina. Oh, that's cool that your nephew's home from the Army. Hi, Stringfield Ridge. Hi, Timberline. How are you? Saw you today. Hopefully, I'm not missing anybody. I don't think I did. See, it just popped like 10 comments in. He's seriously, he's awesome. He's fabulous and amazing. Oh, yeah. See, Kimmy, I'm just south. I'm in Missouri, but I'm close to the Kansas border. Like, if you come straight down from Kansas City, I'm like 75 miles south. And we just got just a little bit yesterday, but we hadn't got any before that. Hi, Dunlap. Slammed by the coast. Yeah, I'm wondering how bad it's going to get in New York. Okay, so we're almost at the 10-minute mark. What I wanted to talk about in this live stream tonight was, a lot of the people in this chat are very outdoorsy people. They're homesteaders. Most of you are. Some of you may not be, but you are partially self-sufficient. And one of the things, praying for the folks in that storm's path. Yeah, Patty, me too. And for some people, it's just a way of life. Being self-sufficiency, there's a lot to it, and it depends on who you are as to what level of self-sufficiency you believe in. My whole goal with this was I want to grow my own food. I want to eliminate as many purchases as I can. And that's the first step. As many purchases as I can from the store, because I did it myself. I grew it myself. I raised it myself. I went hunting. I went fishing. I grew my own herbs. At some point, we'll make cheese and all these different things. So there's like this huge list of things that is out in the planet for homesteading. And there are some. Did you, J-Dub? There are some people that are already there. They already have a gardens well established. They already have farm animals. They have greenhouses. They have farms. And some people in the YouTube world or in the regular world, this is their natural life. This is what they've done their whole lives. Bro. And one of the things that I think people don't understand, and I understand it because I moved from living in California in Orange County, LA County, Orange County, California, to living in the middle of Missouri. Now, I grew up with a country grandfather and grandmother, and they raised their own food and all of that, but that wasn't a life thing that I did for the rest of my life. I moved to Dallas when my kids were younger, and I was and I don't know why I'm nervous. For some reason, I'm nervous tonight. Don't know why. I'm like, my heart's racing. I'm going to take a deep breath. Maybe it's because I'm fired up about this. I don't know. But I do it different every year. Yeah, and I think some people do that. It's like where we live, I'm on city water. Doesn't mean I can't do rainwater collection, which we will do, and we've started doing that for my garden and for my animals. I know, I'm trying, Joy. I'm like, I've been going all day long. I just feel like I've just been going all day long, and I'm fired up. So I'm going to need my fan. But I think each level is different for each person. I have one of my children, which is my daughter that lives next door. She experienced some of the living in the country, canning, harvesting chickens, things like that, because of a lady that babysat my children when they were younger. And she was this little old country lady. She was awesome and fabulous. And I would drive them way out in the middle of nowhere, and she would babysit for me. You've learned from me, Scott. That's awesome. Yeah, I know, Joy. I'm trying. Seriously. Hi, Miss Gemma. Do you, Kimmy? That's cool. And I think with each person, it starts differently. Thank you, Romantic. Can somebody share Romantic's link? Miss Joy, do I have you as I'm pretty sure I do. But, I talk about it a little bit sometimes, and I use that example of when I first got here and I helped my daughter, grew up doing this. When I helped my daughter milk a goat, that was like a shocking thing. And for a lot of people, it's not a shocking thing. But some people have never experienced farm animals ever in their lifetime. They've never grown anything. They've never gone fishing. They've never hunted. They've never had to or wanted to ever do any of that. And okay. And I think that if you really want to be someone that's self-sufficient and you want to, it all depends on what you want out of life, and what you are willing to accept in your life, I guess. Um, Something that I read while I was going through all, me doing the whole research thing and everything like that. Um, hey, that's all right. Wait till that first live stream Friday night. That's all right. That's pretty good. $2 is $2. Gonna hang for a while. Thank you, JTs. Hi, John. I will show anyone who wants to. But I think that some people just need the whole theme of what are the things that make you self-sufficient. Well, some people think what makes you self-sufficient is having a job, being away from your parents, paying your own bills, that type of thing, but you're still dependent on that job. You're still dependent on that money coming in to go to the grocery store, for your water, for your energy, for your everything, right? So, when you start thinking about being self-sufficient, it's more of a, okay, what's the first thing I need? Well, I need shelter, right? Well, get a house. Hi, Dog Bones. Get a house. You have somewhere to live, but you set up your water. Yes. Share determination. Yes. And I think being independent goes along with self-sufficiency. So it's all intertwined of, I tried really hard with my children to raise them extremely independent. And I probably did a little bit too good of a job with that because they live everywhere. I have one that lives next door. I have two that live in Texas, and I have one that lives in Arizona. So I don't get to see them as much as I would like to. But they are all good, and they're all independent, and they may not be considered self-sufficient from the standpoint or self-sufficiency from the standpoint that I'm speaking of, but they're all solid. And so, Gemma, is that a grandma name? No, she's not a grandma. Nope, she's not a grandma. But I think that everybody's is different. And, so the first things, I feel like that can kind of change your mind about what you do and how you live, and don't take bribes. Exactly. You don't have to be a person that depends on your government or anyone else to take care of yourself. And to me, it shouldn't be a thought process of, if I fail, it should be your family, your community, if you get to that position where you need something, right? Or if something disastrous happens, or your church, or, it used to be that a lot of the programs and things that are in place now for people were just not there. They weren't existent. And hi, Trey. Mo, you must have land, but you can do it in a small area. Yes, my land is not big. I have a very small amount of land. I feel like even in the city you could do it. It would just be a little bit different. And you couldn't, sometimes you can't do farm animals and things like that, but you could grow your own food, be more frugal, have less expenses, have no debt. It just depends on where you live and what you do for a living. So my whole point of this, I guess. Oh, Timberline. Timberline was trying to find you, Cecilia, and he found your channel, but you didn't have any content. So, and I told him, no, that's her. 2 acres is more than enough to grow food and raise a few chickens. Oh yeah. And I don't even have that. So I could actually do even more with that. I've got less than an acre. So, I feel like there's a lot that people could do to be self-sufficient. They just choose not to. So, it's like one of the things that is big with homesteaders. Hi, Ricky's. Hey, Fishion. One of the things that's big with homesteaders, preppers, anyone in the outdoors community, I can pretty much say, a lot of people don't like debt. They don't want to have that. They don't want to have huge payments on everything that they own, and they want to be able to be debt free, which everyone would love to do that. And it's always fabulous if you can. So one of the things that, from a self-sufficiency standpoint, just to start to change your mind, to start to think about, okay, yes, Scott, that's what I was just about to say. Live small and need less. So if you live big, you need more. If you live small, you need less. You don't necessarily, I'm a little bit older, which we won't talk about. My kids are grown. I don't have children to support and all of that. It's just my husband and I, and I'm lucky enough that I don't have to work. He works. Our expenses are low since we moved out here. We are able to live a pretty decent life, and we're moving towards that goal of self-sufficiency to the best of our ability. A lot of people prefer convenience over self-sufficiency. Yes, they do. And it's like, and it's work. It's hard work, but it's not as hard as they think. It's not as hard as most people think to grow green beans, to grow tomatoes, to can tomato sauce, to grow your own herbs, and then you have someone that argues, well, but it's only $2. It's just $2. Well, what if you don't have that $2? What if you wanted to spend that $2 on something else? At some point in your lifetime, everything may not be exactly what you think. And that doesn't mean that everyone should be a prepper. Everyone should just have this, just do it all at once. That's not what I'm saying. If you can learn to be content with less, you'll find it a lot easier to be self-sufficient or more self-sufficient. John's like, I grew basil. Put that $2 in a super chat. Right. So, it's like, I didn't grow we didn't do a garden. I love working, which I've noticed many people my age don't. Yes, Jacob, that's true. But, and I think I understand well, I won't ask how old you are. I loved working when I was working. I loved making money. I loved buying things for me and my family, having certain things, but I was still pretty frugal. I had someone growing parsley and another herb, I'm not sure. I'm old, disabled, and live in the city, and I still grow veggie, can, prep, and knit. If I can do it, so can you. Yes, anybody can do this. And it's by doing one thing at a time. When we were living in California, our cell phone bill was $140 a month, I think. Maybe more. Hi, Trapper J. Talk about knives. Go to YTU and learn about how-to skills, how to grow food, how to hunt your food. Yes, exactly. And those are all the things that make you self-sufficient. Now, here's the thing. My whole thought process is getting people started on this. So the hard thing is you can't escape for long periods of time. Not sure what that means. Hi, Lance. Thank you. Thank you, Lance. Lurking around before I step in. Hey, John. Got so many Johns. And thank you, Ro, for the super chats today. That was really sweet of you. Like working, but I want to work at what I believe in or enjoy. And, I always wanted to too. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to always do that. But best job I ever had, I was 21 years old. 22, and the company pissed me off, and I and I started working in the office. So that was over. They made me mad because they didn't give me a job that I wanted. So I went, okay, I'll get off the manufacturing floor and I'll work in the office. And so that's what I did. New episode of When Pelicans Attack coming soon. Woohoo! Oh gosh, it's funny. Pelicans, When Pelicans Attack by Trapper J Outdoors. I don't have farm animals, so I love to travel. And I have chickens. my daughter has goats. We haven't milked them this past year because of different things. I didn't grow a garden this year, but I had so many people bring me stuff and give me things that we have plenty. In fact, I pulled out some tomatoes that a friend gave me that lives outside of town and started making tomato sauce today. Catch, Clean, and Cook, Pelican by Trevor J. Sorry. Sorry. It's okay. How is it by you? We're getting slammed. Hi, Gemini. How are you? So I think a lot of people don't know how to start. And so my whole thought process and the whole thumbnail and everything like that was one of the things you can do, even if you live in the city, live in an apartment, have a small amount of land, is grow your own herbs. It doesn't take much to grow your own herbs. Hi, Gail Southern Limbing. How are you? Somebody's messaging me. I need to mute that and make that go away. Okay. And a lot of us, we try to inspire people. Well, maybe we try to inspire people too large. So my challenge that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get people to start herb gardens in their kitchen. It's that easy. It's not hard. If you have a windowsill and you have some mason jars or 5 little small pots, you fill them with dirt, throw some seeds in there that don't necessarily need full sun all day long, and you put them in the best window in your kitchen. If you have a window in your kitchen, which most do. And they'll grow all year long, and you can learn to grow those herbs yourself. Now, along with that, I would love to start to inspire people to grow those herbs and dehydrate them. If you're not using them and they're growing them, trim them up, let them keep growing, start collecting them and dehydrate them. Learn how to do something different. I am trying growing in a pot in the house. Okay. Hi, Alex. How's that new house coming? Is that fun? She's tired. Everybody say congrats to Alex. I don't know if yeah. Did you let the bird in the back door? Hi, buddy. I bought some grow bags, which are right there. And I have a garden that we're going to do next year, but I bought 5 grow bags. I want to try to grow in grow bags so I can show people. I did it in a container, and I did it in some little, honestly, they were kitty litter containers. I did that last year, and that worked out okay, except I felt like it didn't give enough on the kitty boxes. So growing potatoes in there, they were really small, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So for my theory, I know potatoes will grow in in the grow bags. So I'm going to try that next spring. Hi, Raul. How are you? Hey, Red Strapping. Okay. Thank you, Ro, and I appreciate the super chats, bud. Still dehydrate with an old bird and clothespins 30 years now. See, and I think that I feel like that's a really great way to do it. And I guess, Miss Lippy, when I'm looking at some of this, I look at my children that have never done any of this ever before. How could I get them in the lifestyles that they have to learn these things because it'd be fun? Because it would be something that they could be proud of but it would also be modern enough that they'd be like, oh, I get a new tool. I get a dehydrator. Oh, look, I can make beef jerky too. That kind of stuff. And so I guess there's all these steps to self-sufficiency, and people don't really ever think that they wouldn't have everything that they have, that they wouldn't be able to. Oh, and I was talking about the cell phone thing. So $100 and something a month. I'm almost positive it was like $150, $170 for 2 cell phones in California. So when we moved here, we changed that because there's no cell service. So we have a little bit less plan. Hi, Fishing with Big Mike. Love that icon profile picture. Good job. No, man, forgot to close the window. Oh, large pot, and it's growing. There you go. and allow natural air humidity to do what nature is meant to do. Yes. And I need to learn to do that because I've done that, but not, I don't formally have the knowledge that I want to have on it because I do have a dehydrator. So I throw it all in the dehydrator and it's done. But I would think that the flavors and everything would be better if you did it naturally. And I just don't think, hi, angler issues. I just don't think the kids nowadays have any kind of knowledge of growing anything. My kids didn't. We did a little bit when I was in college. I'm good. Oh, awesome. That's awesome, right? The flavor's better, Lippy. Nice. Yeah, I think I'll try that next year. Are you, Mark? Cool. Because I mean, guys are guys and girls are girls. And by the way, I'm wearing Boxy's shirt. He's not here, but I'm wearing his shirt. Just saying. What was I going to say? Okay, so there's a skip generation. We all know that. Most of the homesteaders know that. Hopefully, I'm going to say there's a skip generation. I grew up with my grandparents, so I learned a little bit. But from my mom to me, there's not a level of how you're taught to be self-sufficient. You're taught to buy groceries at the grocery store, go to the fast food places. My kids are definitely like that. Go to restaurants for food, don't cook at home as much. And hi 23KC, what's up? My stepdaughter likes gardening, the other one would starve to death. Right. So it just depends on what, but if you teach them and you try to, I guess it's a goal of trying to teach people just small things at a time to kind of change their mind, change their psyche a little bit, that you don't need to pay $200 a month for a cell phone. You can live with a less plan. You just have to look at it. Hi, Dark 30. Hey, Frontier Survival. Now, one of the things I wanted to do was, we're 30 minutes in. Let me pull up my little thing. Okay, so some of the things that you can do without, there's some things that you can do without, and you have to look at that. I can tell you right now, I used to always get my nails done, right? Because I'm horrible at breaking nails. I did art on the weekends and I would break them and chip them and it'd be horrible. So I got acrylic nails all the time, went and got manicures. Honestly, went and got my hair cut, styled, colored professionally and used to perm it way back in the day, of course. I remember one time I paid $250 for a perm. So, those are things that's good, Mike. Okay, Tubby. I'm wanting to use Tubby as an example. He's so sweet to come in and I haven't gotten that far yet. It is a challenge. You kind of have to understand that you don't necessarily have to have all of that. And you can still look good. You can still pluck your own. This is for women. Okay. Men are easy when it comes to haircuts and things like that. If they're wives or if they're capable of doing it themselves. But there's just little things like that you can do. Yeah, it was expensive, Cecilia, but my hair was really long. And it was one of those it was way back when, and it was a rope perm, and it was the best perm I ever had, but I won't ever do that again. But I didn't even bring anything to drink in here. Right, exactly. And they don't understand that you don't need that. You can do it yourself. Do it yourself. And it's not necessarily, the word isn't entitled, because they've been taught that. They haven't been taught, everything that they see on TV is, oh, go get this done, oh, do this, spend all your money, do it. It's not, hey, you need to grow your own food. Oh, no worries, Gina, at all. No worries. This is a new time I'm trying out, so I'm not even, but what's really going to be important, and it could be my age group, what's going to be important in the long run isn't going to be everything that you have in your house. It isn't going to be the fact that you paid $200 to get your hair done every 6 weeks, or to get your nails done, or a pedicure, or anything like that. In the long run, what's going to be important is who's around you, can you survive, and do you have to always, now it's okay to ask for help, but you shouldn't be dependent on, honestly, government agencies to provide you with your basic needs. So, and basic needs is not getting your nails done, for sure. Buzz cut mine. Yeah. See, I don't cut mine very often. And if I do, I either trim it myself or I'll ask my daughter to do it. My husband doesn't cut his hair very often because he's a long hair. And so when it is, if he does, he gets frustrated with it. We go and they just cut it all off. But I don't think either one of us have had a haircut at a beautician or a barber in a year, at least a year. Okay. So it's just little things like that. But I guess my thought process is I really would love for people to start. Okay, Dunlap. Hi, Judith. Hey, Dan. It's like one of my things was, okay, let's grow a kitchen herb thing. Let's just try that. See if you enjoy growing that in your kitchen. Yes, exactly. It's the tools in your belt that, let me put that up there, that you've acquired that allow you to survive, right? Right. No need for $100 pair of jeans. No need to spend, like, it drives me crazy now because things are so expensive and the quality is just crud. So if you want to get even that, like Dickies jeans and Levi's and things like that, the clasps are weaker, the fabric is not as good, all of those kind of things make a difference. And so if you want to have something that's going to last a while, you have to pay a little bit more for it, but you don't pay as often. So, and you have to take care of it. Yeah. Yeah, we do too. Yeah. Stringfield Ridge, that exactly. So, as far as being self-sufficient, there's a lot of things just to get you started. You have to just change your mind a little bit. And a lot of the homesteaders, a lot of the preppers, a lot of the outdoors people, they may do other things. They may have, spend money on cell phones and all those other things, but they look at, okay, if I go hunting, which is fun for me and I enjoy that, I've got meat in the freezer. Well, how much would that have cost you if you didn't hunt? If you didn't raise chickens, if you didn't, hi Tubby. So, and one thing that I wanted to talk about, being self-sufficient is different for people in different areas. I think Tubby Guy Outdoors has some amazing skills. I asked him to be in here today. I also asked Hunting and Stuff with Jane Jay to hang out in the chat today. And part of that reason, along with everybody else that hangs out with us, is they live in two different environments. John lives in upstate New York, but it's not where you would grow your own gardens and raise chickens. It's a suburban kind of area. I'm sure he could if he really wanted to. He just have to keep it quiet. But and then Tubby lives in an area where he can have a garden and chickens if he wants, to my understanding, and he goes hunting and he does all of these things to be a self-sufficient person. And I just got a haircut and I needed it. I think that depending on where you live, there could be differences in how you be self-sufficient. You might have to learn to can a little bit if you lived in New York. Maybe you could learn to can. Maybe you could go to a farmer's market every couple of weeks and when season's in and get boxes cheaper and can things up. Now that'd be different. But you could also have a prepping thought process or a stock up thought process. That's cool, Amanda. I'm fantastic. Dark 30's like, I'm fantastic. That's what I always say. Fabulous always, right? I saw what could be your twin in a Subaru commercial. She might do Subaru commercials. But I think that each area is different. Like in California, where we were living, the only way I could do things is if we moved into another environment. the environment I was in, I could have grown some, very little. I could have grown some vegetables and fruits and things like that, but it's so inexpensive to get them there that it might have been, if I had started this journey back there and started to learn to can and things like that when I was in California. What? Dirt Rider, how's my tractor? If I had started doing that back then, it would have been cheaper for me to go to a farmer's market, buy a whole case of tomatoes and can it up, because I didn't have the space to grow tomatoes. So each environment is different. I think if you have a pretty decent sized backyard, and you can grow your own vegetables, you could have chickens. A lot of suburban neighborhoods and places like that now are changing their laws because of the pandemic, and people are starting to have backyard chickens. They're starting to cook at home more. They're starting to realize that going out to eat every single night for every single meal, or paying $7 for a coffee every day before you go to work, they're starting to realize that really isn't quite necessary, right? Hi, Southern Blessed Homestead, how are you? So some of the things may be different for each individual area. If Tubby's still here, I'd love for him to tell everyone all of the different things that he does where he lives, as far as gardening and fruit trees and things like that. And then if you live in a different area, like I know MB Heritage Farms, a lot of the homesteaders in here have a certain things that they think. A lot of people overthink you can do a lot with a little. Yes, I think so too. I think they jump right in and they go, oh, I have to do this. You know what I mean? I have to do all this stuff all at once. No, start little, grow some food, dry your own herbs, make some beef jerky, go to the farmer's market and learn how to can 3 jars of sauce on your stove. You can do it. Don't have to have a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, Tabby. Because I think that in every environment, and even in every state, it's almost like a grow zone. Could even be in each city. It's going to be different. But if you do it a little bit at a time, you start to notice those things. You start to notice that, you know what, I spent that much money on something that I don't need, and I'm never going to, if I use it, I'm going to throw it away. Hi, Grammy Karen, how are you? You too, Dirt Rider. Thanks for popping in. He's funny, man. Why are you sick, Pete? Oh, no. There you go. And people use ovens to make beef jerky. I know Honey and Stuff with J&J makes it in his oven. I keep telling him to get a dehydrator and it'll make it faster. Yeah, Pete, for sure. Are you just not feeling what's going on, bud? Now I'm all worried about Pete. Okay. So I think it's changing people's minds, because when I first got here, and one of the first videos I did was change your psyche, and it was me long rambling about, get a book, start writing stuff down, make a list. Oh, for anyone who didn't see it, go back to Southern Blessed Homestead. If you didn't do the video short of it, he was sitting on a live stream, chair totally fell out from underneath him. It was hilarious. And he jinxed himself because he did it. He was talking about this chair and how it was creaking and cracking and stuff when he started the live stream, and then his chair fell out. Hi, Lola. Believe it or not, Jersey is great for growing. No, I bet it is. Dog bones. Timberline, you still here too? Where did it go? I saw Dog Bones say something. I wanted to read that. Oh, it's still up there. 1355. Oh, there it is. Learn to smoke some fish, catch frogs, catch crawfish, start with baby steps. Yes. So my baby step, I got here, I started learning what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, and that I'm a very big real food movement person. And I was that way when I was in California. I didn't like eating things that weren't natural or organic. And if anyone goes back and watches Miss Lippy's whole analysis of that, she's absolutely correct on all of that. Where I am, I'm pretty lucky. I have a bit of a yard to grow veggies, have fruit trees, can and preserve things. We have to buy hunting and fishing supplies and some food as well. See, and I think that's kind of like where I'm at. I think we have enough space. The environment's a little bit different. You don't have as much of a growing season as I do. Oh, good. Timberline, I'm glad you're here. Everybody say hi to Timberline North, please. He is a very nice person. How's the ribs today? Hey, Andy. And I have the time imprinted in my head. That's hilarious. It was funny, I have to say. It was her face. It wasn't even his face. It was her face. Watch her face. Hi, Ricky. Yes, baby steps. And I think what happens is people nowadays, being a homesteader and being self-sufficient and prepping and moving to the country is trendy. It's hipster, and it's been that way for, I'm going to say, 8 to 10 years. And it started peaking up really big now. Lots of people moving out of California, lots of people moving out of the cities into a country environment, and they don't understand how much cheaper it is until they get there. The acidity in the soil allows the tomatoes. Nice. That's so cool. Hi, Barnaby. Again, anybody, maybe it was Barnaby. Someone asked me on Monday to look at their channel, and I don't know if they wanted me to look at their thumbnails or look at their banner. If anyone remembers who that was that asked me to do that, just to save me time of going back through the live stream, I would really appreciate it, because it went totally out of my head. I've told myself, and I'm going to do it right now while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to put a notepad right here in case there's stuff that I need to write down. But I think everyone is right in here that with the knowledge. Yes, exactly, Stringfield Ridge. The prices are going through the roof. And if it's farmland, like where I live, and I don't have a pen, that's just brilliant. Because it's really good farmland, right? So it's already cleared. People can grow a farm. There's houses in the middle of nowhere. The Ozarks are selling their stuff like mad. Just non. I got to see guys. I don't know what I did. Oh, they're in that box. Where's that box? Shoot. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really paying attention, I promise. Oh, they're in here. I know there's a pen in there. One moment. But they're definitely, everything's definitely, you took it. You took my pen, Ricky? Stop it. Give me back. That's okay. I got Sharpies. I have a plethora of Sharpies in my box. Everyone should have Sharpies. I will splurge on Sharpies. Hi, Daddy Duck. How are you? And that's, depending on where it is. And my grandfather always said, and he was a really good man. What color do I want to use? I like that one. He always said, if you do anything, that you need to buy land, because there's only so much of it. There's only so much land out there on the planet. So if you ever get an opportunity to buy land, buy it. It doesn't have to be a $350,000 house in the middle of somewhere that you'll never get that, again, but you don't have to do all of that, if you want to, you can. If you enjoy it, you can, and you should, if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? But for this conversation, they ain't making any more. Nope, they're not making any more. Just having something that's your own and Hi, Kate Howell. My sad dad buys land all the time. Yeah, and it really, okay, Amanda, welcome back. Hunting land. Yeah, see, I'd love to buy another piece of land, but I'm not there yet. I would love to buy something that we could work on from here that wasn't too far away, but that we really would enjoy, and we could have cattle on and milk cows and things like that. But I'm not there yet. I'm taking it slow. That was one thing I wanted to talk about. So just wish all the exodus people totally new to the country and no idea of what manners are would have more respect for farm equipment on their own. Oh, yeah. And people who, the one thing that happens, and oh gosh, who was that? I can't think of you guys know how I am. I can't think of their name. They're up in, I think they're in Wisconsin. See, I can't even think right now. What are their names? But they moved to this farm, and he was talking about I'm wanting to grow morel mushrooms. Now, I've never done that, but I've heard you can on the fields. Hold on one second. When you do buy land, if there's a farm on it, you can make your money back. That's true, and it just depends. I'm a real food person. I don't want to buy land that's been chemically farmed in the past. I would never do that. I would not want to buy a piece of land that had been non-organically grown. Let's put it that way. I know there was someone that had bought some land and they were just nervous as anything. Ours is like 3,500, Greg, 35 to 5,000 an acre here. Grammy Karen. Yeah, field guide. Yeah, they do have those kits. Better to find morels than grow them. And see, I don't have anywhere to go look for morels. I can't go anywhere. I'd have to ask some friends if I could go look for them and go hunting. But anyway, so buying land is definitely something to invest in, even if you live in the city, even if you haven't got a plan for it yet. There are a couple of times in my life. What? Wow. What's wow? Oh, the 5,000? Yeah. And the land here, like our county in Missouri, the land here is very good. Bye, Team Ambush. Right. It's making the most of the space. Mac, I know that's you. Raw land. Exactly. I don't want to buy something that's been cleared. I would want to buy something that hadn't been cleared. I know of a guy who lives outside of town. He owns 100 acres outside of town, and he is just now able to sell that 100 acres because it had to go through some kind of dormant period for 25 years because we're in the coal mining strip mine type of thing. And in order to sell that land, it had to sit and have nothing happen to it for 25 years. I don't want land like that. And I would want to know that was something that happened. Hey, Muddy River, what's up? My dream is 8 to 10 acres adjacent to a lake that's mostly underdeveloped. I'm sorry, but the truth is, if you think you're going to make your money back, it's not easy. The truth is, yes, you do. You have to really look at it. Oh, is it? Everybody's moving to Kentucky. Everybody's moving to North Carolina. They're moving to Texas because there's so much land there. People are buying up all of the Ozark Mountains right now. I mean, people are really in Michigan. I think people are moving into the southern states a lot more than what anyone thought. 10 to 150. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And I think it goes up and up and up as more people move in because they know they can. Now around here too, they know the Amish want this land. And so they'll raise the prices because they know the Amish want it. They want to stay in this area and sell it. All of them stay together. The free states. I want a castle with a moat and 300 acres. My husband wants a moat. He talked about that when we moved here. He said, I just want a piece of land and we can have a moat and a gate, and then the alligators can be there. And I'm like, no, we can't have a moat. And see, yeah. And it just depends on what you want and how much you want. I wouldn't mind having like 10 acres. I think that would be enough for me. That would be enough for me to, yeah, Canada. He's in Canada. That would be enough for me to do what I wanted to do. But okay, I'm getting kind of off track a little bit. I want to make sure I tell you guys some of these things anyway, which half of you already know, and we're just having an open discussion. But so self-sufficiency, we all know, grow your own food, save your own seeds, learn to save seeds. There are books that teach you how to do this. You can go online and learn how to do this. Lots of the homesteaders know how to do this. You can find videos online. I have 4 and that's enough for us. Don't want to moat, but alligator. Did you see that guy get that golf ball in Florida off that chime? He's so lucky. Dude is lucky. I want 50 or more with room to expand as I grow. Well, when I was younger, when I grew up in Oklahoma, and before I moved to Texas to Dallas and changed my life a little bit, I always wanted to buy a 20-acre lot. And I wanted to put the houses. At the time, I had 3 children. And I thought, I'm going to buy a 20-acre lot. I'm going to build a compound in the middle of this 5-acre area with a pond and all that kind of fun stuff, and a barbecue and house with bunk beds in it if we all hang out there. And then in each corner, we'd build a house, mine and my 3 kids. And that way we all lived in the same place. That changed. That completely changed. And now one lives in Arizona, 2 in Texas, and 1 next door. So, you can change your mind about things a little bit. So grow your own food, save seeds, compost. Composting is so easy, and people don't understand how easy it is to get good, rich soil, get your own compost, mix it together. My son in Arizona, they started trying to do composting themselves, and they live in a suburb. They just wanted to try it. So they put all their, trash food and eggshells and all those banana peels and that kind of stuff, and they made a container and they made their own compost. So hopefully they'll be able to grow some things on their back porch, even though it's in Arizona. Okay, I need to breathe. Texas and Tennessee is dirt cheap. I've seen one, but the road going through it with ponds, just a little out of my budget. I would love to have land connected to game lands. Yes. And I looked at some of that too, Greg. And I think that's, I think the closer you are to game lands or state lands or those type of things, the less likely your ground is going to be contaminated. That's my own thought. I could be wrong, but and I would always, if you're buying land, I would have it tested if anybody's grown anything there before, because you never know what's been there. Just something as simple as having Grazon sprayed on hay could completely affect anything that you try to grow there. I hate Grazon. Why am I so nervous? I don't know why. Okay, so grow your own food, save seeds, compost, preserve food and canning. So, hi, Backwoods Barbarian. Bonjour. Less chance of development. Yes, less chance of development. Absolutely. 3x3 wood box with 2 holes. Yep. I think so too. I think a lot of people don't know, Miss Lippy, how easy it is to do some of these things. All they have to build a box of pallet wood. A box. It's a box. It takes, but they think they have to have these $500 raised beds that you buy at Home Depot that are junk. They don't understand they can build them themselves. So it's almost like you have to convince them to change the way that they think. They, not necessarily in every way, but just give it a little twist, a little turn to, you don't have to pay Walmart or Home Depot or all these other people $500 for a raised bed box, or $80, $80 for a raised bed box when you could go buy the wood for it, make it better, or buy scrap wood or get pallet wood and build it yourself, and it's going to do the same exact thing. It's just not going to be fancy. Check your land watch, chop and build. Yep. Dairy farm to suburban before moving back to the country. Oh, but that was fun. Use pallet wood. Yeah, that's what I did. I used pallet wood. I used pallet wood and landscaping timbers. Yes. Oh, yeah, way cheaper. And nowadays wood's so expensive anyway. So, but people could do one little raised bed in their backyard and just learn how to grow stuff, feel comfortable with it. And it's getting that spark started with people that really gets them going. I never knew anyone when I was growing up that didn't have a backyard garden. No one on our street. And we lived in town. No one on that street didn't have a garden that I remember. Maybe the little old lady across the street, but she was like 90. So it probably was, she just couldn't do it anymore. No one. Everybody had fruit trees in their yards. Or there was a mulberry. I remember the mulberry tree on 2 streets over, and they want us to come pick them so the birds wouldn't get them. So we'd go pick them and eat them as kids. Just stuff like that. Kids don't do that anymore. They don't understand, they have gardeners and people who come and mow their lawns, and they don't mow them themselves, and they sit inside and play on their phones, and someone else mows their lawns. Stay away from PT wood from food production. Yes. Yeah, you have to kind of be, got to be a little bit careful with the blue pallet wood. Yeah, won't do that. Yes. If you have a property like that, you can do that too. Just pollinator flowers. No one will pay attention. Yep. Hey, Joe. See, and that's the whole thing. That's one of the things I wish I would have done when we first got here. I wish I would have planted more fruit trees. I wish I would have planted a nut tree. I haven't done things, but I didn't know any better. And I think that there's, enough of us out there of homesteaders and people explaining that to people is, you buy land and you're moving out of the city, plant some trees. That's the first thing you need to do. Don't even think about anything else. Just plant some trees. Figure out where your orchard's going to be. Figure out where your nut and fruit trees are going to be. Plant them. That's the first thing you should do. 3-story cherry tree. Oh, I know that cherry tree, Cecilia. HT stamp on it. Heat treated, no chemicals. And that's the kids do it on Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, they do. But they don't understand how to do it for real. Hi, Seth. How are you? Yeah, I bet that's beautiful. So that's some of the things as far as being, thank you, Kentucky Big Cats. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have good people that come in here, and they're very knowledgeable, and they're very caring and nice and sweet, and they're not offensive and crazy and do weird stuff. Just saying. So, and the big thing that, like Tubby said earlier, I think, okay, no worries. Kathy at Prep Starter, is she on this evening? Oh, he's gone. She's gone. Boom, Kentucky. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate that. Is somebody still here that can share his link? Thank you. I appreciate that. Living Miracle. Oh, Kathy, tell her I said hi. I'll come over there in a little bit if she's still over there. I'm not going to stay on a hugely long time. I wanted to kind of fill out this time period. Yes, entitled, most of them do. And they don't even know what entitled is. That's the problem. Their parents need to teach them not to be that way. You can eat wild hickory nuts, cup of coffee with white oak acorns. Yeah, there's so many things I have to learn just for me. And I know about this much. A lot of you guys know this much, and there's probably this much out there that all of us can learn. And so it's thank you. It's it's just learning. I just really want to get it out there to try to get people to change their thought process. Grow herbs in your kitchen. Teach your kids, go outside, get some grow bags, grow some potatoes in the backyard, and let them see where that comes from. Let them dig in the dirt with their hands. I think in school, they totally need to have gardening programs that kids and school gardens that kids can go in and learn how to grow food in elementary, honestly, and middle school. I don't know about high school because they might not go with that, but you're the first one shouted to that, realized it. You're welcome, brother. You're the first one. I don't know what that means. Yes. Well, and it's like when I first got here, I did things so differently. And you start to get adjusted to your environment and you start to learn. And I thought, man, I wish I would have knew some of this stuff when I was in California. I would have really enjoyed this. And, we grew basil and stuff and, little things, but I wish I would have looked into it a little bit farther. I just didn't need to at the time and didn't want to. It wasn't in my face, and I learned something new every day. Every day. Every day. I'm learning fishing right now. Learning fishing. Okay, so to go back through my list, grow your own food, save seeds, compost, preserve food and canning, cook from scratch, what everyone should do. Try not to eat out. It's all processed food. It's crazy. And I'll probably do something different on that one. Processed food is so bad for you. And we still buy some stuff. I'm not saying we don't. But going out to eat is something it's very rare, very far in between. Part of that is where we live. Part of it is we can cook it better at home. The don't go crazy thing. Most fishermen are always learning fishing. Yeah. When are you going to set still? Did he not do it yet? I thought he already did. Season hasn't happened where Tubby is. But there's like all of these different things you can do. Don't go crazy with it. Start out small. Learn to do something really well. Don't go crazy and get goats and chickens and cows and everything all at once and try to do a garden and try to do this and try to do trees. And you try to do it all, you're going to get overwhelmed. Do one thing at a time. Do it very well and try to make a difference in your life by eliminating. Are you? You've got to have a knack for the learning process. Otherwise, you just sit in front of the TV and outdoors is walking from the house to car. Right. And, my whole thought process was I'm going to make a list of the things that I can eliminate first out of my life to make myself self-sufficient. Do I need to have this? Do I need that? Do I need this? Why do I, do you need paper towels? Not necessarily. Why? Hi, Skin and Scales. The missus was in here earlier. Hey, Jinx. Oh, that's right. Still waiting on the license. Oh, I got it. I thought you'd already started. I thought you were waiting on that. But it's look at what can you eliminate? What do you absolutely have to have? What makes you self-sufficient? What makes you okay? What do I absolutely have to have? Mascara. Never going without mascara. I'll have to find a way to make homemade mascara. Eventually, I'll get all this stuff done. I'll be like 70 years old. I'll be like, I gotta make some mascara. Sorry, I'm crying myself. Yeah, paper towels. Growing loofahs as scrub sponges. That's a huge thing. And that's something somebody could do as fun with their kids. Grow some loofahs. It's so easy. Throw them on the ground, let them go up the fence, let them die, pull them off, rip it out, shake all the seeds out, you're done. I mean, it's so easy. Last thing to take. Bat poop. It's bat poop. Hi, Mike Turner. I will someday. I don't know. Never leave home without it. Mascara. No, seriously. There are some things that girls need, and I don't need a huge amount of stuff. I'm pretty simple and easy to please and easy to entertain, but I have to have lipstick and mascara. Yeah. And coffee and creamer. That's my downfalls. No, mine didn't either. Yeah. Mine didn't do very well. But mascara is fat poop. That just cracks me up. We have been working on editing, trying to set up. I quit bass fishing. I'd like to put some eyelashes on a gray paint. You're funny. Oh, Ricky, thanks for coming in. I appreciate everybody that came in tonight. I know there's some other live streams going now. I know. These are great. I went to Dollar Tree to get some sponges, and I can't resist that. I can't resist fans. I love fans. I need to just start making them and sending them as presents to everybody, but this was a buck. So it was horrible. Hi, Chesapeake Bay Catfishing. How's it going? Make it myself out of fat wax and beet powder. Really? Do you have a video on that, Irene? Let's be that way, Mo. But you can without. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to talk about it is possible to be self-sufficient. And I'm so getting one better than a sales paper. Yes. It's like I have them everywhere, and they're a buck, and they have all different kinds. The better ones that I have, Miss Lippy, are the ones from, and they were only like $2 or $3. I don't know what I did with it. Were from, World Market, and they had them, and they're fabric, and they're not flashy and don't have shiny stuff all over it. Hi, Wallace Blog. And they don't have shiny stuff all over them. Yeah, Dollar Tree. Got this at Dollar Tree, end cap. They're selling them right now. I don't know why. $1. And there were all different kinds. There were pink ones and white ones. And hi, David. Yeah, no. That won't happen, Tubby. Yeah, no, that won't happen. See, now I really need the pants. Not happening. But yeah, so I'm gonna say this to everyone in here. No Dollar Trees. What we have is Dollarama. Oh, because it's Canada. Still here, went from making jerky to tanning a deer hide. And that's another thing that I found that was a part of the list. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Thank you guys for all the super chats. I really appreciate those. It's very nice of you. I put all that stuff back into the channel, so, or other people or whatever, you know. Boom, Ricky. I make me a mask out of one of them pants. Make me a mask. Mask. It's so, you can cover. I used to carry one in my pocket all the time anytime we go to the grocery store, because in the South, it's very humid. And like, if you go to Home Depot or somewhere like that, it's humid in there. I don't care what anybody says. They do not keep the air conditioning normal for humidity in those places. So I always was carrying a piece of paper or something in my pocket because I hate my face being sticky. I know who made that one. Judith. No, don't do it, Judith. Oh, I'm so going to tell him that when I get off here. He's going to be like, no. Oh, wait, I just saw something. Well, homesteading, I have a basic fat wax recipe in an older video. Beet powder, cinnamon, and clove to make it darker. Okay, I'll go look. But I'm going to say this, and before I forget, I'm not going to look at the screen because I'll forget to tell you guys. I'm going to look at me. Try to inspire one person that's around you, on your channel, in your live streams, a friend's child, a friend, someone who has never grown anything in their lifetime, who's never canned. Try to change their mind on just one thing. Just one. Just one thing. Have them grow basil in their kitchen. Buy them a plant. If they don't understand what to do, buy them the plant. Try to inspire one person and then inspire another one. And maybe 2 or 3 more. Because I think at some point, everyone will need to have certain skills in their life. And the more you know, and the more your kids know and your grandkids know how to be self-sufficient, at some point in their life, they're going to remember. And hopefully mine, my YouTube channels and things like that for my grandchildren will eventually teach them, or they can go back and go, oh, look, grandma said to do it this way. You know what I mean? That's the plan. Okay. Been doing that for years. Yeah, and I think it's good to do that. It's good. Everybody, you kind of, change their mind just by talking about what you do. I know that this year there were several other people in town that did gardens that didn't do them years before. This year they did them. They got chickens and ducks, and, people did things a little bit differently. I had a porch garden last year, actually produced a lot of green beans and tomatoes. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take that much. Used to grow stuff more when I had it. Yeah. Well, you'll get back there, David. And I live in a small town. So, there's a lot of people that do gardens, a lot of people that say, oh, no, it's too much work. I can go to the Amish and buy it. Amish is right down the road. So they go down to the Amish and buy it. Well, if the Amish isn't open and they're saving all their stuff for themselves, you can't go down the road and buy it. So you have to grow it yourself. Once you start, you keep exactly, Cecilia. That's my whole thought process. Yes. Made people reevaluate. It did, Tubby. It made everyone reevaluate cooking at home, learning to cook, understanding what vegetables to buy, how to tell if something's ripe, how to cook mashed potatoes from scratch rather than out of a box or putting it in the microwave. Miss Mo, did I tell you a fox squared Booster up? Oh, really? I love gardening. I love where I live. I love my life. It's only going to get better from here. We need to go back to the old ways. I think we do, and I think there can be some modern twists on it, but it's like when you say old ways, people go, oh, we go back without technology. No, it doesn't have to be like that. It's not that kind of thought process. We have people who truly do not know how to take care of themselves in this country. They don't know how to be self-sufficient. They don't know what self-sufficiency is. They think they're self-sufficient. They have a job. So they think of themselves as self-sufficient. I don't live with my parents. I have a job. But if you're so dependent on everything else, and the only thing that the job is doing is giving you the money to buy those things. Well, what if you don't have the money to buy those things? But if those things aren't there to buy, doesn't mean it'll, they might not be there. There might not be toilet paper on the shelves. I haven't quite figured that one out yet, but right. When the money stuff's coming in, then what? Then what? You've got to be debt free. You've got to have shelter. You've got to have water. You've got to have food. You've got to have skills to be able to fish and cook and do all those kinds of things. We want to learn how to work a smokehouse for food storage. Truth. Yes. Thank you, Seth. Truth. Yep. Truth. Exactly. And it's not, I'm not trying to preach or say into the world or anything weird like that. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just, at some point, money does run out. It does. For some people, faster than others. And you have to be able to, if you don't have any skills, you're going to always be dependent on someone else to handle all your stuff for you. So debt free is a big one. Backwards we're buried, and you're kidding. Okay, I'm not going to stop using toilet paper unless there's not any, but I haven't figured that out yet. I know, no Sears catalogs anymore, but Walmart's starting to do one, just a little one. Christmas book. All the mail that comes through. You know, I'm only going to stay on for maybe about 15 more minutes, and we'll go raid somebody. We'll go see who's live. But hey, Anti-Jack. Yes, you need to, Amanda. I can't believe that. That's crazy. You know, I totally lost my thought. Next summer, you're going off grid? For how long? J-Dubs is live? Really? Seriously? Let's just go over there. Everybody want to go over to J-Dubs? He needs time. Who's even in? Who's even in, Miss Tanya? I don't know what that means. Oh my gosh, you're kidding, Amanda. Yeah, he's live. Somebody grab his link. Let's go raid him. He has some really good information and a lot of skills that he can teach people. I would love for everyone to go raid J-Dub and hang out there for a while. What? Trey? He's killing me. Oh, there's my other cat. No, he isn't live. Pine cones and stubborn one turn around the other way. That's my other cat. That's Thrasher. I guess he's finished. Oh, did he? Okay. Okay. Well, who else is live right now? Can anybody look and see who else is out there right now? I know that at 9 o'clock, it used to be, I always go in single dad homesteading, but I don't know everybody. I don't know if everybody would do that. There's a cat stalking you. Yeah, she's wondering what I'm doing. She's looking at my Mr. Beast shirt that was the wrong size and had no cash in it. Did anybody else order a Mr. Beast shirt from that 24-hour live? Oops. And there goes my candy scrapping. And everything's classy stickers. So Mr. Beast had a live stream, right? And on this live stream, they were signing the Max are live. Green bar go across his face. Oh, really? I am live. I was just thinking when we leave here. Nice cat, emergency food, Irene. Irene. True, though. Did you, Amanda? Aren't you sweet? I haven't got it yet. So Mr. Beast had a live stream, and it was a 24-hour live stream, and you had opportunities to be in a competition for either $100,000 or something like that and win cars and all this other stuff. And I watched it for a while. And then like the last 2 hours, they said anybody that orders in this 2 hours. Oh, are you, Jinx? Anybody who wins in, or anybody who buys a shirt in these 2 hours, or this time period, there are these shirts that we're doing right now, and there'll be cash in them. Every single shirt. And I thought, I'm curious if it's real. I'm curious if every shirt that they're shipping out right now, because my order went in an hour before they closed out the live stream. So it made me wonder, but got a sticker. Nope, I got this shirt. This is a medium. I'm not a medium. It also is damaged. It has strings hanging out, and it does have like a Mr. Beast kind of signature on it and a little happy face. So I don't know if the guys really signed it, but I was actually a little disappointed that Street Copper Trapping with Jinx's link. One of the mods can share it up there. I was a little disappointed, one, that it's the wrong size, okay, because I can't wear it. And I was really disappointed that there wasn't $1 in cash in there. Just one. I was sad. This was a $50 shirt. And I understand that it was almost like a test for me to see if what they were saying online was really true. And then, and I was thinking, I can't see them sending cash like that through the mail. Someone would figure it out and steal all the stuff, right? And then, no, it wasn't cheap, and it's not a well-made shirt, and it's the wrong size. Maybe, yeah. Yes, Tubby, probably, but yeah, I'm not a medium. But I was disappointed. I really, I was really hoping, even if it was just $1 that was in there, but I really am kind of upset that it's the wrong size. But they had so many problems with shipping and stuff. I need to go back and have it returned, which is why it's still in the bag. Because there's not my oldest daughter maybe, or one of my grandkids could wear this, but they don't know who Mr. Beast is and probably don't care, No, it's okay. I was going to raid you and you went down. Oh, he's not live that I know of. He just wanted his link shared because he's trying to get monetized. So I think he's almost there. Don't worry about it, Doug. I'm not worried about it. Were they outside? You guys were outside? But yeah, it was sad. I was sad. We were going to raid you. Yes, we were going to raid you, Dub. That's what we were going to do. We were going to run over there. But yeah, I got that, and I got so many things that I need to do, like little videos on of things that people have sent to me, stickers, and oh, did you? How fun! I won and I'm going to do a video on that all on its own, but there was an art channel that was coming into my live streams for a little while, and it's SCO Art, and he had a competition, or not a competition, but a giveaway or whatever of one of his art pieces, and so I won it. It's in that box. What is it? Oh, no, here. It's always backwards. It's right. It's in that box. So I need to do a video opening that. BB, do you know how many live streams I can be in at once? I'm usually in 3 at a time. Normally. With my Facebook open and my Instagram open. So we were in a whiteout at the moment. We're in a whiteout at the moment. Oh, are you? Oh. Hunting and Stuff with J&J, are you still here? John? Cool Mo Luck Lady. I know. And I got to pick. I should open it and show you, huh? You guys want to see it? Hi, Greg Sanders. You guys want to see what I won? I haven't even looked at it yet. It's a piece of stained glass. Should we open it? I know. Right, David? I try. There's people starting to get really good. Should I open it? Should we look at it not being on a video, and then I'll do a video later? Just for fun? Somebody's got to say yes. Thumbs up. Yes? Yeah? Open it? See if I can open it, and then on the video I can be all surprised. I can hardly handle one. Heck yeah. Okay. Let's open it. Unless I'm wrong, and that's not... No. Oh, that's not it. I lied. This is the thing I won from Line Cook. I won these from Line Cook. So I've won 2 things. Line Cook had a giveaway. Can you guys see I won those. So those are from Line Cook. From his little thing. So that's not it. So where is that? Holy cow. Uh-oh. This is what happens when you regroup. Where did I put that box? See, now I'm all excited to see it, and I don't know where it is. Because I have all these empty boxes sitting here. Shoot. What'd you do with it, Thrasher? Oh, this is no boy. Oh, ta-da! It's over here. That's it. It's a bigger box. Hey, Andy. The fishing mo. Yeah. The line cook I got. And does anybody know these? Will this stay good for me till next summer? Do I need to put these in the fridge, or what is this? Swimming mullet. It's a gulp. Like, do I need to put it in the refrigerator? Anybody know that one? They will be fine. Okay, good. Okay, so let's open this just because it'll be fun. And it's too bad he's not here. Don't open it. Should be fine. Okay, good. So this is from, if somebody can find his channel, his name is Steve, and it's SCO Art Glass. If somebody can find his channel, and he is an artist, somebody can find his channel and share his link. He's out of Indiana, and he does stained glass. And I just happened to just meet him just a little bit before he started. They would dry out I'm not going to open them. They'll stay a long time. Yeah, I'm not going to open them till summer. Yeah, I remember he was in here before, SCO Art Glass. So if you guys don't have him, go get him and just be a nice person. Go hook him up. Even if you're not an art person. Because stained glass is kind of fun. He might have something you might want to buy for somebody for Christmas. Okay, well, I'm not going to open those till we go fishing. So, let's open this. It's so well packaged. In the large stack of empty boxes. He packed it really well. I can say that. His little card. Oops. Go Art Glass. See, that's what I'm going to do when I do my cards. I'm going to make that a suggestion. SCO Art Glass. But I can tell you, if you do a YouTube card, like if you make a card, yeah, it's SCO Art Glass. If you make a card for YouTube that you can hand out to people, see that thing right there? You need to make one of those. I'll do a video on it when I make my cards so everybody can see what I did. But that way you can hand them the card. They take a little picture of that. Can't remember what those things are called. Something PC. And basically, is she? Okay, we may go over there. Let me show everybody this and then we'll go over there. They can take a picture. It'll take straight to your YouTube channel. So that's pretty cool. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. That's a little nuts. Let's see what this looks like. I got to pick between different ones, and I got a sunflower. So this is handmade. He made it himself. And it's like I guess a sun catcher. Can't find his channel. SCO, it's all one word, I think. SCO Art Glass. Once I get this open, I will try to share it in the channel. But I'm gonna do an Instagram picture and a video on this too. Oh, this is really pretty. This is to hang in like you hang in your kitchen. You can't, the colors are so pretty, you can't even see them as well as they are. Yes, go Art Glass. Isn't that pretty, you guys? So I won that. I'm going to hang that. I love artwork. That's really nice. He did a good job too. It's really good. And the middle part has a little texture to it. Yeah, I like it too. See, and he was doing Yoda Christmas ornaments. I saw him doing those. Yeah. So awesome. So now I have to do the video too. So I got to open presents. Oh, yay. I'm glad you found it. Okay, so let's go raid Kathy. Everybody want to go raid Kathy? I thought it was cool, Amanda. I mean, to just have met him like maybe a month ago and then win something that he made with his own two hands, I love that. I think that's fabulous. Don't know why that's it, Cecilia. Yeah. And I love promoting artists and everybody. You guys know how I am. I promote everybody. So Kathy is still live. Oh, that's funny. QR code. Thank you very much. Someone grab Kathy's link and let's go do a Mo homesteading raid, Living Miracle Homestead. Bye, Jinx. Living Miracle Homestead. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Did you see this? That's what I won from SCO Art Glass. It's Scott's Art Glass. SCO Art Glass. It's pretty cool. And then I won, look, Mike, this is what I won at the Line Cooks channel that night. He had a 500 giveaway. I got these. Well, thanks. And wait, and I got this walleye, oops, swim shard. What do you think about that? Thank you, Judith. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I'm probably going, Amanda. We're going to go over and try to raid Kathy if somebody can get her. Hey, Mark. If somebody can get her link. And if you guys want to go over there, you're fine too. If not, I'm not going to be offended. She's a homesteader and she's really nice. She's a very sweet lady. So if you want to go over there and raid her channel and say Mo Homesteading sent us over here, that would be fabulous. A few minutes isn't going to hurt her at all for her time. I think she got monetized and hit 1,000 and everything, but let's all go over there. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you for everyone that did super chats tonight. Thank you, Mike. I hope so. I was kind of rambling. I do that sometimes. I feel like I was talking and not breathing. So, I'll put out thank you. I'll put out notifications on what my next live will be, and we'll definitely still be doing the Monday nights. Thank you, Cecilia. I'll see you guys over there. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you for everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Living Miracle Homestead Street Copper. If you go up in the chat a little bit, they posted the link. Living Miracle Homestead. Okay, no worries. Bye, Tubby. Thank you, Irene. Bye, Joe. Yeah, let's go Raider. Okay, I'm going. Raiding. End broadcast. And end broadcast.